Hey guys, let's haul some books. Hi guys, my name is Trinity. Welcome back to Portable Magic, or welcome if you are new here. Today we're going to haul 12 books in total. Now some of these are buy, sell, trade, some of these are fairy loot, and some are book of the month. So I will talk about those when we get there. We're going to start with the ones I got from the buy, sell, trade though. So the first book I picked up would be The House in the Pines by Anna Reyes. Powerfully eerie and atmospheric. I've heard a couple people talk about this recently and I thought it sounded pretty good. I do like atmospheric reads. I know this is a psychological thriller, but this says a shocking debut thriller about the subtlety of memory and manipulation, in which a young woman must find her way back to a New England cabin armed with only hazy, haunting memories to finally uncover the truth that could save her. That's all I know about it, but I love atmospheric horror, and I feel like that's kind of where we're going with this. I know that this is a thriller, but I'm very intrigued. Now I need to know about this cabin and everything else. So this I'm very excited for. These next two books I can kind of blame one of my friends for, because they really like these two authors and we have similar reading tastes, and so I went ahead and picked them up. But this is Cameron Hurley's The Light Brigade. It says a brave, unflinching original writer by Jeff Vandermeer. So how do I feel about that? I'm not sure. They said the war would turn us into light. I wanted to be counted among the heroes who gave us this better world. The Light Brigade, it's what soldiers fighting the war against Mars call the ones who come back different. Grunts in the corporate Corps get busted down into light to travel to and from interplanetary battlefronts. Everyone is changed by what the Corps must do in order to break them down. Those who survive learn to stick to the mission brief no matter what actually happens during combat. So kind of like a war sci-fi, and I'm down with that. But I'm very interested to see this original idea play out. I really like original ideas in sci-fi and fantasy. You guys know I am always looking for the ones that are just a little bit different. So I'm hoping I like this. And then we have Firebreak by Nicole Corner Stace. Brutal, intense, and unstoppable. 20 minutes to power curfew, and my kill counter stalled at 878. Well, I've been standing here like an idiot. My health bar is flashing ominously, but I'm down to 4 heal patches and I have to be smart. So that totally reminds me of a video game. Absolutely reminds me of a video game. And I really like this cover. I don't know why the QR code gets me, but I've heard nothing but great things about Nicole Corner Stace. Like, one of my friends is absolutely obsessed with her books. So I'm very excited, very excited. Again, sci-fi, I know I have kind of moved from fantasy to sci-fi over the last year, but I really just want more of it. I do have a lot of fantasy coming up though, so don't worry. I am going to go back to fantasy. Okay, now I don't know if you can see it up there, but The Maleficent 7. It's been one of my favorite books of the last few years, and so I couldn't pass up more Cameron Johnston. Now, I've heard The Traitor God is really good. I don't know about the rest of the books, but this is book 1. This is book 2. I'm very, very excited for these. It says, grabs you and doesn't let go, packed with action and laced with black humor. Black humor, you guys know I'm down. I really love dark humor. I really love grimdark books. This is blurred by Peter McLean and Anna Smith Sparks. So I'm fairly certain I'm really going to enjoy these. And like I said, I had to have more Cameron Johnston. I know I'll be reading The Maleficent 7 again at some point, but with another series that this person has, like, I'm just pumped. I'm pumped. Okay, I've said this a million times that I was going to stop doing this. Buying whole series without really knowing what the books are about. But let me just say cover buy. These are a complete cover buy. So I have Winter Birth, Blood, Air, and Fall of Thanes by Brian Rugley. Now, I've talked to a couple of people since I purchased these who say that they really enjoyed them. And here we go. Look at that. Winter Birth, Blood, Air, and Fall of Thanes. I'm like, oh, yes, yes. It says putting the epic back in epic fantasy. I love these. I love these. Now, there are alternate covers to these that I do like. Let me see if I can find them. anyway, one of them's red, one of them's black, and one of them's white. And I do like those as well. But these, like the winter vibes are so strong. So strong. I don't know when I'll get to these, but the first one says, the greatest tales are written in blood. An uneasy truce exists between the Thanes of the True Bloods. Now, as another winter approaches, the armies of the Black Road march south from their exile beyond the Veil of Stones. For some, war will bring a swift and violent death. Others will not hear the clash of swords or see the corpses strewn over the fields. They will see an opportunity to advance their own ambitions. But all soon will fall under the shadow that is descending. For while the storm of battle rages, one man is following a path that will awaken a terrible power in him, and his legacy will be written in blood. It sounds really good. And it's called The Godless World. So that was another intriguing thing. I really like fantasy that tackles the gods in some form or fashion, but also their orbit. I should like them, right? Okay, next we have our adult fairy loot book, and I'm so excited that it is Feybound by Sarah Al-Arifi because I have been dying to read The Final Strife, but this one is about the Fae. I'm pumped. Divided by blood, imprisoned by fate, bound by desire, welcome to the intoxicating world of the Fae. I am just like over the moon, excited. Look at this art. Very excited about that. Look at this inside art. Look at this cover. Oh my gosh, like this is stunning. And this is the reason I have not yet given up my adult fairy loot books. Every once in a while, they will send one I am dying to read. And we've had In the Lives of Puppets, we've had, I'm currently reading Swordcatcher, and now Feybound. So like, some of these I'm just so dang excited for, and makes it to where I can't give these up. Okay. And then a series continuation. I have moved The Art of Prophecy over here. You just can't see it. It's towards the end of this shelf here. I got The Art of Destiny because I need more. The first book was so good. The world building is what got me in this, and world building is not really my thing. I don't tend to care too much about world building. Like, yes, it's a fantasy world, so please describe it to me, and please tell me how all of these things coincide and why all of these things are important to this world, but I don't like George R.R. Martin because of how much description he gives everything. And so I was surprised that that was one of the things that got me in this book or in this series, but I'm so excited to move on and see what's going to happen with the characters. There was a lot of setup for something grand to happen, and I still don't know how many books this is going to be. It says the War Art Saga. Does that mean 4? Does that mean 3? I don't know. Could even mean 7. Okay, and last but not least, we have my book of the month, and the reason I'm going to say not the least, because, you know, book of the month can be iffy for me. Butcher and Blackbird. I finally own a copy. If you guys heard me talk about this in my favorite books of the year, you will know this is one of the best romances I've ever read. I love these two. They are serial killers who come together to kind of have a competition to see who could be the best, and then they end up falling in love, and it's so dang cute. And I know serial killers and cute don't go together, but yes, this is the vibes right here. Just the cover. This is the vibes. I love it so much. And one that hit my radar last year as people were starting to read it was The Leftover Woman by Jean Kwok. And it says, an evocative family drama and a riveting mystery about the ferocious pull of motherhood for two very different women. Now, I'm not usually a domestic thriller kind of person, but the way people were talking about this, I think I will like it. It is fairly short, so it could be that this is all I can take of a domestic thriller, but I'm very intrigued by motherhood in books because it's something that's often overlooked, especially in fantasy. It's why I love Threadlight so much, but it just intrigued me from like the moment like the cover got me. Yes, cover by, but I also really like the way some people were talking about it. So I'm very much looking forward to this. All right, that is my book haul for today. Don't forget I have a Patreon if you would like to support the channel and what I do. I also have all of my links in a Linktree link down below if you'd like to follow me on any other platform. Bye.